Palestinian leaders are traveling to Paris to check on the condition of Yasser Arafat. It's not clear whether they'll actually be able to visit the ailing 75-year-old head of the Palestinian Authority. Hospital officials have restricted his visitors, and Arafat's wife has accused the officials of trying to override her husband's power before his death.
The man who tried to assassinate President Ronald Reagan is asking for more time with his family. John Hinckley wants more unsupervised time away from his psychiatric hospital. He's been allowed day trips from a Washington mental health facility since last year. Today, his lawyer asked a federal judge to approve 4-day-long unsupervised visits every 2 weeks with his parents. There's no word yet on a ruling. Hinckley has been confined since shooting President Reagan back in 1981. An
impassioned apology from James McGreevey in his farewell address as governor of New Jersey. McGreevey's speech in Trenton came 3 months after revealing he was homosexual and had been involved with another man. Today, McGreevey said he was sorry for disappointing New Jersey residents who had placed their trust in him. McGreevey apologized for letting personal feelings impact his decision-making, but he said he would not apologize for being a gay American. He is scheduled to leave office next week.
An Iowa football player is a standout in the Big Ten. Find out who is getting the honor.
And we're seeing average fall temperatures right now, but there is some talk of maybe snow on the way, Brad?
Yes, that 4-letter word snow is in the forecast. We'll talk about that coming up. You're watching Channel 5 Eyewitness News at 5. Well, today was a typical November day. We had some sunshine in the afternoon. Turned out okay, right? Well, we've been talking about snow, and yes, it is in the forecast, so it's probably a good time to talk about our snowfall contest that's going on. You could win a Toro snow thrower if you can predict when the first 1-inch snowfall will happen. Now, to do this, to predict the 1-inch snowfall here in Des Moines, it has to be officially from Des Moines, the National Weather Service measuring it, and send a postcard with your prediction or go to WOI-TV.com with your prediction, and it has to be in 48 hours before it happens. So if you're going to predict later this week, you might want to get that in real quick. But I don't know if we're going to see an inch later this week, but December 2nd is the average first date of the 1-inch snowfall. That's the average, but we may be a little bit above that. So far, we've not seen any. I think we'll see a little bit by Wednesday night and Thursday morning, but it probably won't even stick. So probably won't happen this week, but get those predictions in, and maybe you can win a blower, snow thrower. Well, let's talk about 49 degrees right now in Des Moines. It's cooling down outside tonight, but the winds are going to turn more to the south, and it's going to keep temperatures from falling like they did last night. A lot of areas were freezing again this morning. 46 degrees in Ames right now, 49 in Des Moines, still milder out here in the 50s. They've already got the south wind kicked in. Ours will kick in a little bit later on tonight. Let's talk about the nation as a whole. It's looking pretty good. Fairly mild across the western U.S. A little chilly, though, in the east. You can see numbers here at or below average here across the northeast. And, of course, we've been talking about this cold air that's coming. We talked about it last week, and we talked about this, too, this low-pressure area spinning out here out of California. They're getting some nice rain and snow out in the west. They can use that. That's going to emerge into our area by the middle of the week. Wednesday, we'll see a chance of rain. We will see the cold air coming in behind it. Now, it's going to change over to snow in some cases, especially to our north, but I don't think we're going to see any accumulation here. And that's the system that's coming our way. Here's the stormcast showing the clouds and the showers coming through the Rockies here, and we'll be okay tomorrow. A lot of sunshine. Actually, a real nice day, close to 60 degrees tomorrow. That will be probably the best day of the week. Then we get the clouds coming in on Wednesday. Probably dry, though, in the morning on Wednesday. Watch out, though, by the afternoon. And this blue stuff here is snow. And areas to our north and west could see accumulation, but I don't think we'll see any here. We'll just see a few snowflakes, nothing accumulating. Highs close to 60 tomorrow, at least upper 50s, and then we'll stay in the 50s on Wednesday. The clouds will be here. Then the bottom drops out. Highs in the 30s and 40s by Thursday. Let's take a look at the forecast. As we see 36 tonight, mostly clear, cool and quiet out there. Not much to talk about tonight. Tomorrow, pretty good. 59 degrees, some areas close to 60, partly cloudy skies. South-southeast winds at 10 to 15. And the extended forecast, there it is, coming in. Got the cold air and then the snow. At least a possibility of a few flakes there. It'll be Wednesday night late into Thursday morning. It should clear out pretty well, though, by Thursday afternoon. Very windy, very cold. Temperatures in the 30s by this time Thursday, so it's going to be very cold. And the weekend stays pretty chilly, too. Temperatures below average for several days. Well, it is watch and win time. All month long, we're giving away 4 $1,000 shopping sprees. All you got to do is watch and win at 10 o'clock. Of course, tonight will be after the game. We'll be giving the fifth caller with the correct code word, and you can win prizes from the Iowa Lottery, Valley West Mall. And last night, the correct caller was Marie Applegate. She won $25 lottery bucks and also $25 gift certificate from the Valley West Mall. Also qualified for one of the 4 grand prizes. So there's a lot going on.
Bone cold, like it's going to be frigid, like Thursday.
This is winter.
This is winter.
This is the beginning of winter, really. I mean, Thursday's it.
And John's got to be outside tonight.
Monday Night Football.
Well,
in Iowa.
we'll have guys out all over the state. I'm going to try not to be one of them, but no. I've got a little other business to tend to tonight with the Dan McCarney call-in show, but they are going to narrow down the field quite a bit tonight, and we'll tell you what's coming up with the high school football playoffs. Also, what a catch Todd Blythe has been for the Cyclones. We'll hear Dan McCarney's thoughts on him next on Channel 5 Eyewitness News at 5.
I remember jumping on trains, boxcars, sleeping in the boxcars, going behind restaurants and digging stuff out of trash. Family is everything to me. And everything takes some special meaning, you know, everything that I have, that I've worked for, all that is, everything here is special to me.
The high school football playoffs move into the quarterfinal round tonight with a dozen games across the state. Among the matchups involving local teams, none is more intriguing than the one between Southeast Polk and Valley. The Tigers are top ranked and have won 28 consecutive games, including 2 state championships. But Southeast Polk is having its best season ever. The Rams are 9-1, and they're coming off their first ever playoff victory. We'll have highlights and reaction from that game on our late news. We'll also be in Sioux City to see how Ankeny fares against Sioux City Heelan. And we'll have cameras in Madrid, New Sharon, and Bondurant, so please join us for Channel 5 Eyewitness News right after Monday Night Football. Matt Roth, Abdul Hodge, and Chad Greenway get most of the attention, and deservedly so, but no Iowa football player is having a better season than Jonathan Babineau, and today Babineau was recognized as the Big Ten Conference Defensive Player of the Week. In Saturday's victory over Purdue, the senior defensive tackle had a career-high 3 sacks. He also forced and recovered a fumble. For the season, Babineau leads the Big Ten in tackles for loss with 15.5. He's also 3rd in sacks with 6. No honors today for Iowa State receiver Todd Blythe, but that's not to say he wasn't deserving. Blythe had one of the best games of his young career in Saturday's win over Nebraska, racking up 8 catches for 188 yards and a touchdown, all in the first half. Blythe is the leading freshman receiver in college football, and Dan McCarney can't say enough good things about the Indianola native.
He's a tremendous competitor, and he'll get better and better and better. But he's got a great look in his eyes, one of the toughest kids we have on this team. I know he's got talent. I think we all know that. He's one of the toughest, physically, mentally toughest kids we have on this team, Todd Blythe.
And the Kansas Jayhawks will enter the college basketball season as the nation's top-ranked team on both polls. Last week, KU was #1 on the preseason coaches poll. Today, the sports writers agreed. Kansas has one of the best starting lineups in college basketball with Wayne Simeon, J.R. Giddens, Aaron Miles, and Keith Langford all returning from last year. Here's a look at the top 5 on AP. Kansas followed by 3 ACC teams, then it's Illinois at 5th. Iowa State got 2 votes in the AP poll.
Not a bad top 5.
No, pretty salty.
But tonight it's Monday Night Football here in Iowa.
Real Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
Plus a pretty good Monday night game on ABC between the Vikings and Colts.
Yeah, should be a good one.
You bet.
Thanks, John.
We'll be right back. You're watching Channel 5 Eyewitness News at 5. So I'm going to look on the bright side. Things are going to be looking pretty good tomorrow.
Tomorrow. I'm going
Yes.
to try to get out a little golf tomorrow.
All right, not a bad idea.
Before the snow flies. Let's talk about this. We got a little rain coming in Wednesday. That's Wednesday night when the cold front comes through. Could change to snow. No accumulation in Des Moines. 38, though, and windy on Thursday. It's going to stay cold through the weekend, so definitely that 75 we had on Saturday, that was a gift.
Yes.
Bottle that one and keep it for a while.
Oh, man. Are we going to ever? Are we going to ever? Thank you, Brad.
All right, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you tonight after Monday Night Football. Hope to see you then. Good night.